Have you been missing the signs? You've been asking. You've been visualizing. You've been doing the work. But still, something feels unclear. What if the universe is responding, just not in the way you expected? 'Cause abundance doesn't always arrive with a loud knock. Sometimes it shows up quietly in ways we almost overlook. You glance at the clock and it says 11:11. A stranger says something that answers your exact thought. A plan falls through only to make space for something better. These aren't accidents. They're signals, clues that you're closer than you think. The universe is always speaking, and the more attuned you are to its language, the easier it becomes to receive what's already yours. In this video, I'll reveal 7 subtle signs that the universe is trying to send you abundance, and how to finally receive it. Let's start with one of the most common signs: repeating numbers. You see 111 on a receipt, 222 on a license plate, 888 on a building or digital clock, and it keeps happening. This isn't random. It's not a glitch in the matrix. It's alignment. It's vibration. It's confirmation. The universe speaks in frequency, and numbers carry that frequency into the physical. Each repeating number has its own energetic message, like a divine code just for you. 111 means you're in creation energy. A new reality is forming. 222 reminds you to trust the unfolding, to stop doubting what you can't yet see. 888 is the number of flow, prosperity, and infinite support. But here's the part most people miss. These numbers aren't just saying pay attention. They're saying you're already aligned. You're not chasing the sign. You're matching it. Your frequency is syncing with what you're asking for, and the universe is mirroring that back. I once worked with a woman who saw 555 every single day. First, she ignored it. But when she finally paused to listen, she realized she was resisting a change she had asked for months ago. When she leaned in, everything shifted. So the next time you see a repeating number, don't just brush it off. Pause, breathe, receive it as a signal that what you desire is already reaching for you. The next sign is one that almost no one wants to hear: delays, closed doors, things not going as planned. You apply for something and don't get it. Someone stops responding. Trip gets canceled. An opportunity you were excited about suddenly disappears. And it's so easy to think, I did something wrong. I'm being blocked. I must not be aligned. But what if that delay is divine? What if that closed door is a redirection, not rejection? Abundance doesn't just mean receiving what you want. It also means being protected from what's not meant for you. Sometimes the universe delays something because you need one more shift inside first, or because it's not quite time, or because something better is on its way. I know it's hard in the moment. You want clarity. You want control. But your higher path isn't always visible when you're in the middle of it. Delays are sacred pauses. They create space for alignment to catch up with intention. So the next time something doesn't go as planned, instead of asking, "What went wrong?" try asking, "What's being made right for me?" The next sign is one you may have overlooked: unexpected gifts or small amounts of money. You get a refund you forgot about. Someone treats you to coffee. You find a discount or receive something you didn't ask for. These aren't coincidences. They're clues. Tiny proof that the flow of receiving is already opening. And here's what's important. It's not about the amount. It's about the signal. The moment you start allowing yourself to receive, without guilt, without explaining, you begin building a relationship with abundance that's safe. When you receive without deflecting, without saying you didn't have to. You're saying, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I believe I'm worthy. Even if it's just $5, the energy behind it matters more than the number. The universe often tests your ability to receive in small ways, before sending what you've truly asked for. So next time something comes to you, a gift, a compliment, an opportunity, don't question it. Don't push it away. Just say, thank you, and receive. Another sign that abundance is reaching for you is an increase in emotional sensitivity. You start crying more easily. You get chills for no reason. Your heart responds faster to beauty, music, connection. And maybe a part of you thinks, I'm too emotional, or I need to pull myself together. But what if this sensitivity isn't weakness? What if it's awareness? What if it's you becoming more energetically available to everything you asked for? You can't selectively open. When you open to abundance, you also open to emotion, to presence, to the subtleties of the now. This is why you feel more. Not because you're broken, but because you're finally aligned. Your nervous system is expanding to hold more light, more beauty, more truth, and yes, more abundance. So next time the tears come, or your chest swells with emotion, don't resist it. Honor it, 'cause sensitivity is sacred, and it means you're opening. Sometimes the universe speaks through the words of others, through songs, books, quotes, or passing conversations. You hear a line in a movie that feels like it was written for you. You open a book and the sentence on the page answers your question. Someone says something out loud that you were just thinking. These aren't just coincidences. They're winks, little soul nudges from a higher intelligence. The more attuned you are, the more these messages find their way to you. Not because the world changed, but because you became available to hear it. Words are carriers of vibration, and when you're aligned, the right ones arrive at the exact moment you're ready to receive them. That's why a random lyric can feel like divine timing. That's why a podcast line can land in your body like a prophecy. It is for you. So if you've been hearing the same message from different sources, don't ignore it. The universe is repeating itself, 'cause this time, it wants you to listen. The final sign is also the most powerful: inner peace before the outcome. You haven't received the thing yet. You don't have the confirmation. There's no visible result. But somehow, you feel calm, grounded, sure. This is alignment. This is trust. This is your nervous system saying, I already know it's mine. And here's what's wild. The old you would have been anxious, checking timelines, obsessing over how and when. But this version of you, she rests. She moves with quiet confidence. She knows that receiving isn't about chasing. It's about matching. Think of it like the stillness of the ocean before the wave arrives. Peace isn't the absence of motion. It's the presence of certainty. When you're truly aligned with abundance, you stop needing signs to prove it, 'cause you've become the evidence. This doesn't mean you never feel doubt again, but it means the doubt no longer drives the story. And that inner steadiness, that deep, quiet knowing, is the clearest message the universe can send. Abundance doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it comes as a whisper, a soft nudge, a moment that almost passes you by. But when you know what to look for, you start noticing magic in the ordinary. And the more you recognize it, the more you receive. So here's your invitation. Start paying attention. Notice the patterns. Listen to the nudges. Celebrate the little openings. 'Cause abundance loves gratitude, and presence is your portal to alignment. If you're ready to deepen this practice and open yourself to receive with more clarity and confidence, get the free guide, Manifestation Made Simple. It's linked for you in the pinned comment. Inside, you'll find a clear, energetic roadmap to shift your inner world and become the version of you that life can't help but say yes to. Comment "I'm ready" if you're open to divine signs, and subscribe if you want daily reminders that the universe is already working in your favor.